Jeremy,
Yeah.
I've had this mic every episode, and because I failed to do the mic thing,
Yeah.
I'll trade mics this episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I've kind of grown fond of the holding. I really appreciate that, but no, I kind of like holding it now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yep.
Whatever you need, pal.
Okay. Hit the song. Two brothers.
Daddy, Dad.
I'm your father.
Hi, hungry.
We're dads.
And this is the Dad vs. Dad podcast.
The Wholesome. Somewhere.
Oh dear.
That might be a 9. I went to grab a 6. I could only find the 9s.
So we're doing a wholesome episode this week because last week we forgot Mother's Day was coming up and Grandma's birthday.
Yeah, I was going to say Grandma's birthday.
Yeah. So we're going to have a nice episode this week. Only nice things. We're going to be nice to each other and only be nice. It's going to be nice.
We dressed nice.
We dressed nice. Got my hair up.
I have my hair combed.
I didn't bring a comb.
You could have. I would have lent you a comb.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I would have appreciated it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you. It's gonna be so dumb the whole episode.
Yes. So yeah, no cussing. All of our manners all the time.
Oh,
It's going to be beautiful.
what happens if I cuss?
Cancelled.
I've been on a cuss rampage lately. I'm only ever cussing.
Oh, on every episode.
We can be sweet. I'll be nice. I'll pretend like this is speaking to a child.
Yeah, pretend you're talking to an audience.
No, because I'll swear at an audience.
An audience of mothers.
Although, I was watching a lot of Seinfeld comedy this week.
Yeah.
And he doesn't swear. In fact, I watched the episode of comedians in cars getting coffee with Norm.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how, like, clean comedy is much superior.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it really is. And then I started looking at, like, the way that I tell jokes and things, and everything has a swear. It's
Yeah.
like, it's based around this persona. The joke itself
Yeah.
revolves around swears. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah. Well, when I was doing my comedy blog, that was almost every punchline was just a cuss.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Or
the joke.
abusing your friend.
Look at this. It's a cuss. How funny. Yeah, it is. It's very cheap and lazy. Jerry does have one joke with a cuss. Have you seen Talking Comedy?
Maybe.
It's Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Ricky Gervais, and Louis C.K. just
I
sitting
love that.
around talking about comedy.
Yeah.
It's very inside comedy. If you don't want to know about comedy, it's probably pretty boring and dumb.
I love that stuff.
There's some, it's quite funny. And one of Jerry's jokes, he's saying like there is a cuss in it, and like he tried it without the cusses and that kind of thing, and it really fails when he doesn't.
Yep.
And Ricky pointed out that maybe it's because of it's not so much the joke they're laughing at, but oh my god, Jerry just swore.
I think some things hit harder with people who don't do certain things when they do that certain thing. There was I've followed this band from Canberra since when they were doing like gigs in local. They ended up getting signed and done world tours and stuff. So Hands Like Houses, they had one song with one scream, and that scream was like, yes!
Oh yeah.
So sick. But like really, if any other band had done that song or if they were like a screaming band, it just
Would have been whatever song.
Yeah, but he did that one scream. It's yes.
Well, it's the same. Like I never ever cuss at work, and so if I ever did around them, they'd be like, It's dramas. Also, like Pantera,
Mm.
like almost every album, they'll have like a soft song. So it's like the opposite of that thing. Like it's got this like nice, soft, mellow. Although most of their soft songs would be good if it was by any band. So
Although they are primarily the better songs on those albums. Like Floods?
yeah, I don't like Floods that much.
No way, that's so good. Especially that outro. And then
Sorry. Yeah, no, Floods is amazing. I do love Floods. And it's one of my favorite ever Pantera songs. For some reason, when you said that, I had in my mind Drag the Waters.
oh, that's a great song.
Yeah, it's okay. It's one of my less enjoyed ones. But I listened to Far Beyond Driven the other day.
Yeah.
That is a good album.
Yep. Yeah, I go back through Pantera fairly often. Like every now and then I'll just go, wow, what a band.
They're just like the most solid, just like
Oh, everything
Just-
about them.
it's just metal. It's not like anything fancy or special. They weren't trying anything new.
Oh, man.
They were just great voice, great guitars, great drums.
Yeah. I have the best segue into a news story right now, but it's not time for news yet. So, how was your week?
Pretty good. No, I had a good week. It was Mother's Day.
It was.
I
Did you
sent-
do much for Mother's Day for Mummy?
Nope.
Not our mummy.
Vera's mum.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I did send Mum the Mother's Day text.
Yeah, I did.
And I did, after I sent that, I saw Joe List posted on, he tweeted, if you ask me, anything more than a text on Mother's Day is suspect. Yep. I
Yeah,
did the right thing.
I almost forgot. I got halfway through the day and I'm like, gotta do it. But I was also too busy doing my own Mother's Day stuff.
Yeah, so you did Ellie stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's like, in a pre-episode, this was mentioned, but not a thing. I worked with a guy, and he's like, I've got to do something big for Mum this Mother's Day because it's her last ever Mother's Day. I was like, what, is she dying? What's happening?
yeah.
And he's like, oh no, my partner's about to have a baby. Mum doesn't get Mother's Day after the kid's born.
I would hit that kid.
Yeah, abort him.
That's very newsworthy at the moment, the abort stuff.
That wasn't very wholesome.
No.
Love him. All
Yeah.
right, quick.
I would.
Quick, how was your week? Quick.
I would sit him down and talk about his feelings
Yeah.
and ensure that he feels safe and tell him that this is a safe space.
And that she is still his mother. And
that-
she still wants the obligatory text message every Mother's Day.
Do you think that he was telling a joke?
No.
Are you sure?
No, he was very sincere. No, this guy was not a jokey guy. That kind of thing, very, very serious about that stuff.
It's going to be really hard to be wholesome all episode.
Yeah, I know.
I'm struggling already.
we're not-
I'm already hating things.
We're not wholesome guys.
Oh, we're sweet. Well, in fact, last episode we did talk about us being wholesome guys.
Did we?
Yeah. Was it last week? We've had so many weeks. We've had 16 of these.
Yeah, I know. What a ride. 3 months. 4 months? 3 months. Not
Are you okay?
bad. Yeah, 4 months.
Okay.
My math brain fell out. All right. How was your week, Kev?
I don't know.
Wait, I interrupted something ages ago. You were about to say a thing, and you didn't. I interrupted.
No, it's okay because I forgot what that was.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, my week was okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, I've been sick the past few weeks, so this week I actually was well enough to go back into the office, and everyone else in the office is sick.
And still there.
No.
Oh.
So they were home and it was really lonely.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'd get into work after, doing this whole transfer of care, kids at school, do the thing, get the missus to school, to work, and then do the other thing, like just busy as, and then get in and then speak to no one because everyone is like 10 desks away. That's like that's the distance at the moment. So it's just really lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't build like a cup with the string and talk to each other across the room?
No, workplace OH&S string.
Yeah. But there's no one there to OH&S you.
Well, I could be a safety officer.
I am.
I'm not.
I wasn't asked to be a safety officer. There was no mention of anything. And then they posted up in the thing, these are the OH&S safety officers. And I was one of them. I'm like, oh, okay. That's the thing.
You just give off special dad vibes, and they're like, yep, you can dad us here.
Yeah.
Although I'm safety dad at home. I think I've mentioned that before.
Yeah, you say like that was the whole thing last week.
No, I'm just safety dad, like all the time. The kids like, who am I? Safety dad.
Do they actually?
Well, yeah, because I'm always telling them not to do dangerous things. Like,
Oh.
you can't do this, you'll fall off and then you break your neck.
Yeah.
Sorry, dad. Safety dad.
It's great.
Yeah, it's good.
Is that your Sigma?
Sigma.
The guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think because like my Sigma has the capo at the same spot and looks like the same capo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really bummed about it. Since it broke the bridge, it's never been the same.
Yeah.
Like, even after repairing and everything, now it's tuned down. I've got to have it in like open tuning. Just always out of tune.
God.
Just plays like mud.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, really bummed about it. I'm going to have to buy a new acoustic.
I really like my Sigma.
I love them. I loved it.
Yeah.
So it broke because it was sitting in the upstairs office when that was an office.
Yeah.
And the
Cooked.
heat, it cooked the wood. And like, I went to play it one day. I'm like, why is this? It had this giant split in the bridge, and I cried, and I put it down, and I didn't look at it for like 3 months because I was just so hurt.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And the last song I played on my Ibanez before I decided it's time to get a new guitar and take the strings off this because the bridge is broken was Good Riddance. I didn't mean it to be. It just kind of worked out that way.
Oh, that's wholesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
all right, much
guitar
more of those stories coming. All right, I'm gonna jump into news. Do you have any news?
Yeah, one.
Nice. I've got 5.
Yeah, okay.
I can just tell you headlines.
Maybe just some of them. Yeah. We'll like blaze through some of them. I guess we'll just do one from you and then one from me, and then we'll blast through all yours.
Okay.
Do your favorite one first.
Okay, this is great. And this is why I said it was a great segue, because we're talking about metal music.
Okay.
Right? New blood joins this earth as baby is born at Metallica show in Brazil.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So a baby was actually born into the world while Metallica played Enter Sandman.
Aw.
Yeah.
Did they call him Sandman?
They should have.
They better.
I don't know I don't think it says what they called him.
That'd be so great.
Would you mind? The name James Ulrich was just a joke. Okay. Man, I thought it would, yeah. But either way, this little baby, I'll put up. Can I put someone else's child on our
just
pod?
don't.
I'll blur it.
Yeah, do that. Or even if it was like, if it's a girl, maybe Sandra, Mandy, whatever surname.
Sandra Man.
Sandra Mandy. No, because then it's Sandman.
Man Sand. Maybe they should have called it Metallica. That's a great band name.
It is. It's just
Metallica
the best.
is a fantastic band name, but it is so dumb.
Yeah.
Super dumb. Anyway, what's your news? That's all I had to say on that. Just because we were talking about that.
Yeah.
It's wholesome.
Vera really likes the Black Album.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I used to love it. That was my gateway into metal.
That's most people's gateway.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not most people, but a lot of people, especially around our age. That was like probably the first metal album you had.
Mm-hmm.
And it was solid. Like, it might be a bit poppy compared to a lot of other metal, but it's still, like, they're good songs.
I'm pretty
Good
sure.
solos in them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nothing Else Matters was Mum's favourite song for years.
Yeah.
You know what I really love?
What?
It's so funny. We would be like, I remember dropping the kids. No, Mum came to pick up the kids for like a holiday, take them away to her house. The kids get into the car. She turns the engine on, and it's like metal music playing. Like, what the hell is this? Aren't you a nanny? She's listening to metal, and kids are like, I can't believe that Nanny Jane listens to heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's cooler than them.
I used to love it because like kids in the center of Canberra would walk around with their like Breaking Benjamin shirts, being real cool. I'm like, man, cool shirt. My mum listens to that. Yeah.
You should say that to him.
Well, I don't.
It's like, oh, where'd you get your shirt? My mum loves that band. It's like whenever I used to see people with Marilyn Manson shirts, because it would have the two M's.
Mm.
Like, oh man, nice Eminem shirt. They'd get really triggered.
I used to have a friend in high school whose two favorite acts were Marilyn Manson and Eminem.
Yeah, well,
Weird.
and it's the thing. No, well, they're pretty similar in that kind of
Edgy.
Yeah, they were both edgy musicians. Like back then, there's no way Eminem fans and Marilyn Manson fans were the same. But now, they definitely are. Like, if you like Eminem, you're gonna like Marilyn Manson.
Have you listened to Eminem since high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of his new songs are very good, and some of them are very bad.
I can't, I just don't have that love for it anymore.
He's gotten very quick.
Yeah, he's very quick. And he is, he's great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But back then, it wasn't real common to have a lot of, like, white rappers in the scene.
Yeah.
And now I found other rappers that are really good, just so happen to be white as well. Not that I don't like other rap. It just so happens that I'm really onto the white guys.
All of my favourites are black. Moving on. I don't even need to look at my notes. I have Magpie News.
My favourite.
I love Magpie News. This is a pretty short one, though. The Australian Mint has made a Magpie $1 coin.
Awesome.
Yep, so we can go and get some Magpie $1 coins.
Well, even better, Ellie collects coins.
I thought she only collected $2 ones.
Well, no, she collects any.
Oh,
all of
okay.
them.
Yeah, get her a Magpie coin.
I absolutely will.
Get me one too, please.
All right.
Thanks.
No, we do. I think every pay she actually goes and like buys a new one. We got a Bumblebee one the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah, really cool.
Not as cool as a Magpie one.
No, of course not. Magpie one's sick.
It's not like coloured. It's just gold.
Yeah, that's okay. I do like the coloured ones.
Yeah, the coloured ones are cool.
Like all the firefighters ones that came out.
Yeah.
And the red poppy coins, they're worth like $200.
Well, to some idiots.
Well, to some idiots online are paying for them.
To some not idiots. To some coin collectors.
Yeah, that's not wholesome.
We can't call people names. Yeah.
Oh, I can't argue with you because that's not wholesome. We have to be kind to each other.
It's like they're worth $200. How do you know? Ellie bought like 4 of them.
No,
$200 each.
She just we're heaps broke. No, she just gets them.
Yeah.
And she has paid for coins before, but she has quite a collection because her dad used to buy them for her.
Yeah, okay.
And then just over time, like she's accumulated so much. We actually have to look at a better way to store them because we're out of room.
Yeah, almost no one who collects coins has a cool way to display them or hold them or anything.
Yeah.
You get like a huge glass board sort of thing, well, like that stuff,
Yeah.
but like with coin divots, like framed thing.
I don't know. I feel like it is one of those things where you keep them in the packet and then hide them forever because they will be worth money.
Maybe.
I don't feel like that's the sort of stuff that you display.
And they won't, or yes, you do display it.
Don't argue with me.
Like the spoons. How good were the spoons? When people had spoon collections?
Auntie Sue had spoons.
Yeah, and you just like look at them.
Yeah, for ages.
Just love them.
And why?
Oh, they were so good.
So good. And
Yeah.
I remember, Does she have any of those still?
I don't know. No one does anymore.
No one has spoons.
They were so cool. You can still get them. You go to any post office or like souvenir shop. They've always got spoons.
Got to buy a spoon.
Yeah.
You know, they brought out Australia post Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but I mean, you can. It doesn't impress me anymore when there's a monopoly something because it's like everything has a monopoly,
Yeah.
and a lot of them they're like the normal set, but like some of the names are different. You can also make your own monopoly. You can
Okay.
order custom ones. Very rarely do they have like special pieces and stuff. Like I think the Simpsons one has a special pieces.
Edna Krabappoli.
I think it's just called Simpsons Monopoly.
Yeah.
But
It was on The Simpsons where they're
Oh.
like, we've got Monopoly, something, Edna Krabappoli. I love that show so much.
that's a very good show.
I will buy that coin because I'm really excited for it. So, this one I loved. This is wholesome news.
Okay.
Okay. Man builds special device to allow him to take his pet goldfish out for a walk.
Oh, I have seen that. No.
Isn't that amazing?
I haven't seen that. I've seen a different goldfish
Look
thing.
at it.
Yeah, that's great.
So good. And this person's like, what the frig have you done? Yeah, and there's
What
a video
a
of it.
genius idea.
It's
That's
so,
what
yeah.
she's thinking. What a brilliant man.
What a look
Walking
at
his fish
that.
around. Yeah.
Heaps cool.
Do you think the fish can even see out of there? Or do you
No.
think they just see big warped versions of themselves and they try and peep through the glass?
Do you think fish look at things?
No.
No. I think their eyes are on each side of their head. They don't know what's going on.
Well, same with a lot of birds.
Yeah, but magpies like look at you like that.
Sometimes magpies, because they have quite forward-facing eyes, they can look directly at you, facing forward. Cockies can't. Their eyes are very on the side of their head.
And they definitely look like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kookaburras have them on the front a bit too.
Kookaburras are so cool.
Birds look a lot smarter when they're on the front too. They kind of look like wiser.
Have you
Owls
seen
and stuff.
African greys?
No, what maybe African grey? What?
African grey, it's a type of bird.
No.
It's like a type of parrot. They're the ones that you can actually teach to count and talk and respond.
Well, they're not the only ones you can do that.
No,
but you can do that with
but
them.
they are considered one of the smart birds. We have such a noisy place. Is it picking up?
It doesn't matter. Fun if it is, because we're talking about birds and the birds are talking to us.
Listen to that guy.
Yeah, he's communicating. Then I hear you talking about me.
Is that not the most annoying? If you can't hear it, it's a cockatoo.
You know what? It does kind of sound like the noise that Jim Carrey makes in Dumb and Dumber, the most annoying sound in the world.
Oh, yeah. You know what it is? It's the bird equivalent of fingers on a chalkboard.
Yeah, kind of. I don't mind it though.
I hate it.
I kind of like it.
No, I can't hate it. I disapprove of that noise being surrounded by our podcast today.
I like it because I like everything.
You're a better person.
No, I'm not.
No.
You're a good person.
Why, thank you, Jeremy. I really do appreciate you saying all these things to me today.
Like I do most episodes. I think we just cut them. We cut all the nice things. So this isn't a special wholesome ep. This is just a normal ep. We're just going to keep in the wholesome stuff.
Okay. People in Victoria face up to 2 $20,000 fine or 12 months in jail for displaying Nazi swastika.
Is that wholesome?
Yeah, because the world is becoming a nicer place.
Is that nice? Or what if we just rebranded the swastika to mean something completely different?
But, I don't think you can do that with the history.
No, we could rebrand it.
You think
Make
so?
it like something really lame and wholesome. Maybe like that's a new baby symbol or something. Like all babies.
Okay, let's put it this way: you're a Jewish grandmother who lived through the Holocaust. She's, you're experiencing all this new stuff. You don't follow the news as much anymore, and all of a sudden you've got baby prams with giant swastikas on them.
Yeah.
And these people are like,
oh, they rebranded it. They fixed it. We don't associate it with those nasty Nazis anymore. It's now a baby thing.
Do you think that old Jewish woman is doing that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I think she is going, they're back. The thing is, it's so disrespectful to have something like that displayed as like appropriate anywhere.
Well, I think we give it too much power by making it that. Like we have, like it is an awful symbol for an awful thing, but we've kind of let it maintain that awful status. We've given it so much power by leaving it up there as this big awful thing. We should really gift it back to, I think the Hindus have that as one of their symbols. We should really give it back to them and really pump up the Hindu thing and like promote the Hindu thing everywhere.
I don't know.
You know, there was a clothing store in Egypt.
Yeah.
I think it was called like Adolf Hitler or something. And had swastikas and everything all over it.
I just don't see. Like, I get that if you give something power, it becomes the problem. Like, that's definitely a thing. But at the same time, I just feel like you need to at least have those things that are... Like, it has such a history behind it that you can't just go, we're taking that power away.
But we could, by really, really promoting it as the Hindu symbol that it is, like, really, really push that. So that, like... The kind of people who are into Nazi stuff, who would like wear it to be tough, that people will see that. They go, what are you, a Hindu?
You could say the same about so many things, though.
Yeah.
You could be like, I want to start using the R word as just a regular thing to take away the power.
Yeah.
I want to start using the N word because don't cut this. Don't cut it to a thing. Yeah. I want to start using that word because I want to be able to take away the power, and by just using it as that derogatory word then gives it power. Yeah. I don't think you can just go ahead and be like, no, it's fine now. N. It's cool.
Yeah, but we can for some things because we just could.
I don't think we can.
I think what you have to do is get the people who it offends most to be on board with it. So, like, to make that word normalized, or to make the Nazi symbol normalized, you'd have to get a lot of Jewish people to go, no, that's the Hindu symbol, and that kind of thing. Because they're the ones who...
But there's a lot of, like, repressed trauma and stuff
throughout. Yeah, so it wouldn't be an easy task, but that's what you'd need to do.
You'd have to wait, like, another 100 years before anyone who had lived through the Holocaust and experienced some sort of damage...
No, not necessarily. You just have to get them on board. I'm not saying that it's easy, but that's how you do it.
And you're not excusing the behavior, you're just trying to...
I'm just saying that if you did want to get rid of it, you'd have to get the victims on board. Same with like N-word, you'd have to get the people that offends to just pretty much all collectively be okay with it.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever going to be a thing that we could do.
No, because a victim,
Well, there's a lot of trauma behind. Like, for us, I mean, we are very lucky to never, like we've talked about this before, we're very lucky to not be in a position where we've ever had something called after what we are.
Yeah. Well, nothing offensive.
Yeah, like we are just regular white Aussie dads who are lucky enough to live in a country that's fairly comfortable. But then there's like, we don't have to talk about what was a horrible, horrible thing that happened to us with like the N-word. That really is a like, how dare you even consider this a thing?
Yeah. No, but that's what I mean. It requires getting the victims okay with it.
Yeah, it would have to be that way.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because it's like, I want to be able to say the N-word. So we're going to try and convince these people.
No, I'm not saying we convince them. They'd have to try.
They would have to be the ones to bring it.
They'd have to do it themselves.
They'd have to be like, okay, guys, I just want to...
Yeah, I'm not saying we need to convince these people that it should be okay. I'm saying like someone in the victimhood needs to rise up and go, you know what, fellow victims? I think it's time we end the swastika.
Yeah.
End its power. We can't do that.
And no one moving forward will be able to do that because it's almost disrespect for all the people who saw that and dealt with the trauma.
Or maybe, but that's up to the victims. It's not up to us.
I don't think so. Anyway.
That's what I said. It's not up to us. It's nothing we can do.
We can't do anything about this news. So I think it's a good thing that they're banning the sign until those people come forward and say that it's okay.
Yeah.
What would you rather?
Nothing banned ever.
No, that's cool. I get that. But what would you rather? A $20,000 fine or a year in jail?
That is a tough one. Because I'm thinking about the value of $20,000, like how much work hours and that kind of thing.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
How do you?
Could you pay? You couldn't. We certainly couldn't pay that off in a year.
No, and when people are like, "Oh, well, I earn 50 a year, so that'll be fine. I'll just pay 20 of that." It's no, because then you're living off 30K.
You
like
can't live off.
That's not easy.
Yeah.
And it's not a payment plan.
Well, they might have a payment plan.
You displayed this. You displayed the sign. How did you want to cover that today?
That's a big one, though. And okay, for displaying it.
For displaying. So
is that in public?
Well, I mean, I don't know. If someone's like, God,
because there are people who have World War II stuff and like World War II vets and stuff who have stuff with it on it, like not as like a it's like
not
trophy.
As a pride thing.
It's like a trophy. I took this from a Nazi or whatever.
Yeah, it's also a huge part of history. So there's people who use it and see it, and like this was a huge part of how the world is today.
Could you imagine they had that in Canberra and the police walking into the War Memorial? You guys better take this stuff down.
And what if your kids are just like, they see it in a book and they copy it and they don't know what it means.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, your brother comes over and he's like, what the hell is that? What is that?
I'm calling the police.
Yep, swastika.
And is it for each count of swastika on display? Because there's a lot of them at the War Memorial. Heaps of them. Maybe hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
I think that place would be okay, hey?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it'd have to be.
Does Victoria have a war memorial?
Of course it does.
Well, I think
wasn't the protest there?
I don't know.
I don't
know. Let's go there anyway, and if we see any, let's call the police. Because that's our wholesome act. We're going to report the Victorian War Memorial.
From now on, that should be our response to seeing swastikas anywhere.
Yes. Also.
Yeah.
Yes, it should be. Like Karen's. The giant incooter that I brought up a while ago. Oh, there's a giant.
There's a large effigy of a fairy tale giant gesturing towards his crotch by an unknown artist around 1975. Where is it? We got to find this place. We're going to find it. Oh, wait, it's been taken down. It might have been moved. We're going to try and...
Does exist still in Kuta.
Where?
In Kuta. But we should try and track that down. I also thought it would be really interesting to try and track down the artist. To at least give a name to the person who made it.
For the Kuta giant?
Yeah.
Because it was an unknown guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it said on their wiki. I don't know if there's somewhere else that might have it there.
You know what?
But I want to be able to update the wiki for them.
There's some old dude just like not on the internet. He's like, boy, I wish they'd acknowledge me.
Yeah.
Or the person who made the wiki was like, I don't know who did this. We'll just say no one.
It could have been like a team of elite crafters and like they didn't know what they were building. Someone's building a shoe, the other person building the other shoe, and like, you know, hundreds of people from around the world building bits of giant. They don't know what it's going towards.
And it landed in Kuta.
Maybe. But yeah, I would like to find out. This is another project we're definitely not going to do.
Oh, we won't.
But we will at least go and see it.
When we can quit our jobs to pursue podcast world, we'll do more.
Yeah.
Okay, that's to convince everyone listening.
Yeah.
You contribute to our work and we will explore a giant.
Yeah.
We'll find out who Banksy is.
When we have, 6,000 to 10,000 patrons, we'll do that.
That's how I'm going to spend my time.
Hunting
the
giant artists.
Oh, we could do a project called Giant Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah, but
It's real cool.
Not while we've got real jobs. We've got real jobs. We're going to do real things.
Or children.
This is what you get. This is the podcast now.
See what you're limiting us to?
All right.
This one I found amazing.
Okay.
I do still have 2 users.
I know.
That's good.
We got to be quick with them. Well, I don't know. We don't have to be quick. A long gap doesn't hurt.
Ooh.
Remember, we were talking for 30 minutes, so it's been about half hour.
Oh, yeah. What would you consider sexual harassment in a workplace?
This doesn't sound wholesome at all.
This is because it is introducing things, and I think it's important that we do include certain things.
It can include language.
Okay.
Body language and verbal language.
If you comment on someone's
physical actions,
physical appearance comments.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. So, it is no longer okay. What is it no longer okay to say? What would seemingly be,
Oh, I had too many great answers that were very not wholesome there. And I can't...
Just put them in because...
I'm so excited. You just built up this perfect punchline scenario of some awful word I could say. It's like, that's not okay to say anymore. Oh, it was too... Okay, I don't know. You can't say you're ugly.
Yeah. You're not allowed to call a man bald anymore. So, a tribunal has found that commenting on a man's baldness is like discussing the size of a woman's breasts.
Although, you know what? I do feel uncomfortable if I describe someone as bald. I try and think of a different describer. Because I do know some people are sensitive about being bald and that kind of thing. Yeah. And I'll usually, if I'm describing a person, I'm not going to describe them as the thing that they're probably sensitive about.
Which is so hard because that is the identifier.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So
it's the fat balding guy over there.
See, I'm
the one with moles all over his face.
Yeah, I guess I always find it really difficult when someone's like, can you describe the person? And they're like a person of color.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're tall.
You can say they have a dark complexion.
dark complexion is good.
Yeah.
But that word never comes to me while I'm trying to talk about it. Like, I'm just...
It's like, don't say N. Don't say N.
No, I'm generally like, he has darker skin. Yeah, it works. But no, like it's always the identifier that I'm like, oh, I shouldn't say that.
Well, and because also, if it was a white person, you're not going to say, oh, he was white. Like, you wouldn't describe his skin color. You'd be thinking of other describers.
Yeah. Why is that the normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Well, probably because, like, they are a minority. So, like,
Yeah.
they are more likely to stand out in a room of all white people.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
And I guess, like, I mean, you're not saying stuff like, oh, it's the fattest guy in the building.
Yeah.
You're not trying to describe that. It's more like oh, they're fat. They're a big person. They're larger. What word do you use for bald?
Often you will go to their hairstyle with a thing. Oh, he's the guy with the short hair over there.
Yeah.
Or like whatever.
Beard.
So you would say bald.
The guy who decided that he'd given up on hair.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't describe what his hairstyle is, do you describe it as...
He's the guy who should have gone to Keeps.
And that's our sponsor for today.
Vera was a minority the other week. Went to a workplace party.
Yeah.
And a lot of my co-workers are Nepalese or Indian or...
Yep.
Very broad range of people at my workplace.
Mm-hmm.
And Vera was like the only white person there.
That's
apart
great.
from me. Yeah.
How did she feel?
She was overwhelmed, but I don't think because of they were different. I think because there was a lot of strangers around her. So it's like, yeah,
It's
she
a bit
can't
much.
she settled a bit and enjoyed herself after she kind of got to know some of them a bit.
Yeah, okay. Lots of kids there and stuff? Or?
Oh, there was 2 other babies.
Yeah.
Which she was a bit nervous around. And later it's like, why didn't you go and meet the babies? You love babies.
Yeah.
Like, I was scared they're going to pull my hair. What?
Yeah, fair.
And I was like, why? Oh, because her cousin has started pulling her hair. And so now she's worried that all babies are going to pull her hair.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one of those things like, especially with little kids that have primarily grown up around white kids or like being in that scenario, like how are they supposed to know the difference? Like all of a sudden you're just supposed to get it. You know, like, sorry, I've got burps again. What is going on?
mothers.
And we're going to have to...
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't say bald. You're not allowed to say bald. Pick another word.
Don't describe that person. You're not allowed to describe
Hangs
them.
out with the guy with long hair.
Yeah. Everyone around
he's
him has
alone?
hair. And because now this is a pretty new rule, so everyone's mind is jumping to, I can't say bald.
Yeah.
So they're going to be thinking about hair things, like that's all that's going to be in their head.
I mean, same with swastikas. All these people who used to display swastikas are like, what now?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we can't call people bald in the workplace anymore.
No. This one is another...
And that comes under sexual harassment.
Yeah, apparently it's as bad as talking about a woman's breast size.
Well, because maybe he's bald. I like how smooth
bald?
your head is.
Is that wax?
Is that a D cup head? What size is your melon?
I've had lots of chats with some of the guys at work about their baldness.
Yeah.
Like how... Because, I mean, like the guys that I generally talk to are like early to mid 30s. So they are starting to get the hairline receding. I've definitely started receding hairline over the years.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Yeah?
No, you haven't.
I feel like I have just
No,
here.
you just feel like you have. You haven't.
Just here. It used to go to here, now it's here.
I never went to there.
Once.
No,
No?
probably not.
No, okay, well, thank you. That's so wholesome of you. Last news is Netflix scathing note to angry staff. Now, this may not seem wholesome, but I am very on board.
Oh, yeah. I'm guessing it's to do with Chappelle.
It is.
It always is.
Yeah, because there's people who are trying to ban Dave Chappelle, for his specials because he is quite non-politically correct.
Yes, and he has made quite a few jokes around the trans community, who seems to be the most vocal around the burning of Dave Chappelle.
I really... okay. Let's be wholesome. Actually, I do have a wholesome thing. I was meant to say it in the intro.
Okay.
But you mentioned trans.
Yeah.
So, around the time that I got this... Sorry, I will come back to this story. You mentioned trans.
You mentioned Dave.
You mentioned trans.
Yeah, because you mentioned Dave.
Well, I don't associate Dave Chappelle with trans.
That's like a whole thing lately. That's why he's in the news for everything.
He got tackled by someone.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, I'll move to... We'll get to all of this.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I went to... Around the time that I got my iPad, I was looking for an Apple Pencil. So I went into... like the regular shops, couldn't find anything, and then I went into this other shop and finally found one.
Yeah.
And the girl behind the counter, sorry, I shouldn't say girl, I should say non-binary person behind the counter had a lanyard with a bunch of badges on it saying trans rights and non-binary and I'm... What's the opposite of homophobia?
Gay.
No. Well, yes. It was like I don't know. It was like this other badge that said something to do with that. And because OP has that friend who's non-binary, I was like, I actually genuinely think this is amazing that this person is in this shop with all these badges showing that it's fine to be who you are.
Yeah.
Because there are kids out there, especially this day and age, who aren't seeing that within the majority of things and then just seeing like this one-line site to go, hey, I think that's okay. It's like super important to have that displayed anywhere. So if you are one of those people, good work.
Now, they might not be one of those people. They might just support those people.
Regardless. Well, in which case then even better. Like they should... People should support it more. People should present that they support it more.
Yeah. You assumed a lot by your badges.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I commented on it too, and they got really weird at me.
Yeah. What did they say?
I was like, I just want to say I really like your badges. You know, my son has a friend who's non-binary and it's really confusing for them. So to see that, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, that'll be this one. She said, oh, thanks. Yeah, just trying to collect them. I'm like, cool.
Collect the whole set.
Guano balls. How good. That's the one movie I can quote non-stop. Anyway, Dave Chappelle, Netflix have basically told their staff that if they don't agree with what they're putting out and they're not happy with the way that they present their content, then it might be best that they leave.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they believe in artist creativity and they're going to allow freedom of speech, especially like a comedian. You need to, I watched Tom Segura's wife's stand-up, Christina P.
Yep.
And they were very good.
Yep.
And she said this joke about, I don't know if I should say it because we talked about the R word the other week and I thought, you said that people are going to hate it.
Save it for a less wholesome episode.
Yeah. Watch the
Anyway.
Christina P stand-ups because they're good.
She spoke her mind and should be cancelled too. No, we don't cancel people.
We believe it's unwholesome to cancel.
It is unwholesome to cancel people for any reason.
Well,
Any reason. Almost any reason.
yeah.
There are some lines. There is definitely some lines that I
think-
would say, no, you can't do that.
I think there's
Illegal things, generally.
illegal things, but that should be decided in the court of law. It shouldn't just be like, well, that guy's an asshole, let's cancel them.
No, but even before going to the courts, if you're saying illegal things on a platform, you should definitely be removed from that platform. Like if you're talking about CP on a platform, you should probably be removed from there.
Yeah. But what I'm talking about is it's like, there's that saying of like, it's not illegal to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And it's not. And then cancel culture was like, oh yeah? Well, here's this website courtroom, and we hate you here.
Yeah.
And then the world knows about it, and then everyone knows about it, and then they get really bummed and neck themselves.
Wholesome.
I'm not a wholesome guy. I thought I was.
No, you're a
You
nasty piece of work.
thought you were going to call me a C then.
No, not on the wholesome episode. I believe it is time. We're done with news. We are going to see the results of last week's debate. So we were discussing what's the worst thing about being a dad. I thought it was bedtime, putting kids to bed. The whole process is the worst thing about being a dad. Kevin thought?
Yep. I thought having to prevent death was the worst. And
You've already lost, but you can feel free to...
Yeah. And you know what? Being that it's a wholesome episode, I feel really good about this. Jeremy, I'm changing my vote. I actually think that bedtime is the worst.
Do you actually, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And you know what? I didn't like or heart react on any posts.
Me neither.
Oh, bull. I saw you post on one of the shares that I had.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe if it was one of yours. Yeah.
Does that mean that like
Yeah.
3 of those was yours?
No, it would have only been the one on yours.
Okay. Now, I do want to confirm that. So the numbers were 18 versus 8.
Yes.
So,
10 votes ahead.
but being that I didn't put mine down, I'm going to give you 19, Jeremy.
Thank you.
That's okay.
I'll take mine away from your post, so it's back down to 18.
Thanks.
And I had a bit of theory. I feel like if you're voting on that, you're not. Most people aren't thinking, is it bedtime or is it this? Like most people with kids, they're very much either or. If they're having to save their kids a lot, that's going to be worse. And they're probably not having too much trouble with bedtime because their kids are just exhausted from being actively in danger.
Yeah. Yep. Kids who generally run on roads.
Yeah.
Kids who are constantly getting yelled at because they're constantly trying to hurt themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd fall asleep pretty quick. Anyway, Jeremy, this week you are the better dad.
Yes.
You might be the best dad,
I think I might be.
and I'm the worst.
No, you're not the worst. You're a great dad too.
Thank you.
Probably also the best.
Great.
2 great dads here.
Let's see if you're fat.
Yeah, okay. Weigh in time.
Do we have to strip?
Now we're going to pee.
Yeah, what will
Yeah, we do have to strip. We do have to get out of our fancy clothes and take our ties off and all our extra stuff because
So we're going to be grots for
that'll
a
be
moment.
excess weight. So we're
Yep.
just going to go get undressed.
Actually, you know what? So, really funny. At work, I started putting on weight. So as a short fix, I started putting on ties. Work were like, "Wow, Kevin, You're really putting in the effort. You're looking good.
Yeah, because you're half your belly size.
And it hides the spread of the buttons.
Yeah.
So I actually wasn't being professional. I was just trying to hide my belly a bit more.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how skinny we got. All right.
Okay, so we're going to do this weight thing. How good was that? Why didn't you change your shirt?
I've taken off my weighted tie.
I was wearing this shirt all along underneath. You've taken off your weighted tie.
I've taken off my weighted tie.
Did you get that, everybody? He wasn't holding his microphone. It was off in the distance.
Yeah, maybe someone should get a new microphone stand.
That's, yeah. Actually, you know what? I really want to start looking into new gear.
Oh, yeah, we need to do that soon.
I think I'm ready.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I want to actually look at this whole thing, do some sound stuff, make sure there's not as much echo. Like, you hear that verb?
No.
That is hot. Echo!
Nah.
You don't hear the...
Nah.
Okay, for anyone who's like an audio... What did you call them? An audiophile?
Audio file.
Like an audio...
Like, just obsessed with audio and like...
Yeah. So anyone who's obsessed with audio, you will hear that reverb and go, you guys are gross. So anyway, we will be looking into it because I care.
Yeah.
Not Jeremy this time. But that's okay, Jeremy. You have your own interests.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to get weighted?
I do.
Okay.
All right. So last week I was 100.5.
No, okay. So last week Jeremy was 100.5 as a total. This week he hits 100.1. Jeremy, that's really good. You know what? You've lost.
Wait. I still have my wallet.
All right, money bags. Come on. Oh, what are you doing? That's at least 10 kilos.
I didn't have them in last time.
Yeah. Okay, you've dropped down to 99.8. Congratulations. You dropped the 100. That's really good.
Under 100.
Well done. That's, you know what? What is that now? That is actually down 6 kilos from when we started.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Well done.
Pretty good. And what's that? Oh, God. 700 grams.
So, yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's... my last week was... Now, I'm definitely above from last week, which makes me bummed because I really overdid it last week.
Yeah, you need to be under...
134?
You need to beat 133.8 to beat me.
Yes.
So that's your target, 133.8.
133.8.
Here we go.
I have my wallet.
That's my drum roll.
Yeah, you're tapping so quiet, no one even in the mic can hear it. All right. Yeah, there it is. All right. I just want to make sure.
This is the worst drum roll ever.
It's going forever too. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Wait. I've got my watch on.
I don't know that that's going to be a 2 kilo watch.
And the scales broke. No.
Is it one at a time, please? $135.8.
135.8. Okay.
You have put on 13. 1.3. All right, that makes me the skinniest dad in the world. 6 time.
Congratulations. I'm still not disappointed with that. And the reason being is because the week before, I slayed it.
Yep.
I did really well. And also before that episode, well, we didn't eat. I've eaten a lot of crap this week, but I'm also still sticking to the intermittent fasting. Like,
Yeah, okay.
it seems to be working for me because even when I'm eating crap, I'm not bucketing on loads of weight.
Yeah.
You know, it's not great.
Yeah.
Again, he's not good, but I'm still like not disappointed.
Yep. You know, an interesting thing, thought that's fun.
Yeah.
So like the weight that you were and the way you were going, like you have to put in effort to maintain a weight like that.
What do you mean?
Like you have to change, like if you're that weight, you obviously were eating poorly to get there. Right. So you have to put in a lot of effort to keep it at that point. If you keep eating normal, it just keeps going up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
So to not do that, you have to change things.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, like that's where it comes into like those body types. So like endomorph, metamorph, and whatever the other one is.
Well, that's kind of where it goes in for everyone in the world, not just.
Yes, but there's certain people, like there's certain body shapes that will gain better, lose better, and just naturally be whatever they want.
There is that, but even those people, if they're overweight, it's because they're going to be eating too much or whatever. Yeah. And they have to do something to
like you still
change
have
that.
It's not like I'm not saying because I'm pretty sure it's an endomorph. I'm not saying because I'm an endomorph it's like just too difficult for me. I'm obviously still eating shit.
And it's not your body doesn't
first cuss of the episode. I'm so sorry everybody. I lasted like an hour and a half.
You did.
I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I apologize.
Okay, so I have decided to forfeit the push-up challenge. I can't do push-ups, and those push-ups I did were fake push-ups.
You know what? They were fine push-ups. And considering that you never do push-ups, you actually did quite well. I'll give you a participation trophy, but I don't think it's worth the point. I think you did. I think you did really well, though. Congratulations! You did 21 attempts of push-ups, and that's fantastic. You know.
So you get the point for that.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I don't think I deserve that point. I think you still hit the 21. I think last week, if it were any other episode, I would take it. I'm not going to.
So glad I brought this up today.
Aren't we just so
thank
wholesome?
you, Kev. Okay, so we tied losing for that.
As a result,
you didn't do enough, and I didn't do real ones, so you
that's
both
fair.
lost.
I'm going to bring it back another week, though. I think that push-ups, it's good for us.
Yeah,
it's really good for us.
We are being internet lamos, and we're doing the Sprite challenge.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Kevin was joking before or if he genuinely didn't know how the Sprite challenge worked.
Okay, so we're not being internet lamos. I've had like 4 people, hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a go. Now, I think the best way for this to work is you have to basically skull this.
Yeah.
And then the person who burps first loses.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Oh, you know what? I hate that. I don't want to be holding in a burp forever. Let's have a burp off.
Biggest burp?
Biggest burp. And we can have people vote on the burp. Would you rather do that or the vote with the burp?
Oh.
So a no burp or a burp challenge?
I kind of want the burp challenge.
Yeah, me too. Screw the internet. We're doing our own thing.
All right. Well,
so we don't have to skull it, but like you're probably going to get a better burp if you do.
I think you got to.
First burp counts.
First burp counts?
First burp counts. So if you accidentally let out a little nugget burp, that's your burp.
No. Man. Okay.
So you kind of do have to hold it in a bit.
I kind of have like a little bit of a...
This is way better than the Sprite challenge. Okay, hang on.
Did you open? Okay, no. Here, you take that.
Oh, he opened it for me.
You shook this up for me.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome. Cheers, Jeremy.
Cheers, Kevin.
All the best for your burp.
And another thing about the don't burp challenge is like it's just watching people stand around for 5 minutes.
I've definitely hit a spot already. It's half a bottle. What happens if I burp
That's
while I'm drinking
No,
it?
no, no.
Do I spew?
No. You don't have to finish the whole thing
Can you
then, bro.
go down with liquids and up with air?
I don't know. I guess that answers that question. Was that your burp?
I'm wearing it.
What even happened?
I don't know. And I need to burp, but I don't want to because it's not a strong one.
Well, it might be strong.
Oh, I'm wearing it.
Mm.
For anyone who's just
I am a
listening,
bit too.
I just laughed while drinking and sprayed it everywhere.
Yeah, Kevin just exploded Sprite all over the table, all over his iPad, all over everything.
Oh, I feel really good about it too. Oh no, it's going to be sticky.
Oh yeah, everything's going to be sticky. That was a pretty good one.
I forgot that I was trying not to.
No, you weren't. You were trying to, remember?
No, but that first burp counts and I wasn't ready.
It's pretty good. Now I'm nervous because, like, I can feel a burp in there, but it's feeling like a pretty lame one.
I'm going to finish the bottle and still continue.
Yeah, you can do another
It
burp,
doesn't
but
count.
it's not the burp.
Okay, I'll have to slow-mo that one.
Yeah.
You know how I slow-mo things.
I don't know if I want to try or keep drinking. This is nerve-wracking.
Just finish the bottle.
Yeah, but
Oh, I'm full on wearing it. I wet myself. Don't laugh, it's not good. It is one of those burps that, like, you have to push it.
I like how our Wholesome episode turned into the most disgusting episode.
I'm pretty sure I've got, like... It came out my nose.
Yeah.
Now, every time I, like, sniff... You know when, like, you have a runny nose, you like, sniff it up? But this is, like, Sprite going to the back of my throat. Ugh.
I can feel it. It's going to be like a shitty little, like one of them.
Oh, really?
I can feel one of those.
No.
You know those half little awful burps? I can feel it. And I'm like, where's the rest of it?
No, it's coming. Just give it a go.
Not yet.
Oh, man, I've sprayed everything. Oh, no. And Sprite's so sticky.
If I do one of those, we're not even putting it to a vote. It's just, you're going to win.
If you do a tiny one.
Yeah. If we can decide between the two of us which was the better one, then we don't need to go to a vote.
Well,
It's only a vote if it's in contention.
okay. No, to finish. Okay, finish.
Wait.
No, because you need the power.
Yeah, but I don't think I've got it in me. Like, I can feel a lame burp in me.
Well,
and it's like at the surface, and it's not getting any bigger.
do this, like wobble. Yeah.
What if it breaks it up and I get no burp?
I don't know, is that how burps work?
Don't know.
It's all those cookies you ate.
Oh,
It soaked it all in.
Ah, you tricked me.
Okay, let's do this. Come on.
I told you.
No, that was a burp. That was that's like a...
No, they're all lame little ones.
You need to...
I've done better burps on other episodes without
Okay.
any Sprite.
Do you know how to use your diaphragm? So like if you're
Yeah.
singing, you... Oh...
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
No, I do know how to hold a long burp. These ones aren't doing that. I can feel where they are. They're not in the right position to do that.
It's one burp every cookie.
Yeah. No, they're... 'Cause usually, I could maintain that for quite a while. But they're in weird little bursts.
You
I hate it.
maintain that for a while.
Yeah. I can do really long burps. But they're coming in like little waves and I really hate it. And I knew, I could feel it. It's going to come out like this.
I'll tell you what.
Definitely won the burp challenge. Oh, yeah. It's very sticky. That was
Thank
a way
you.
better burp. Mine was... They were weak burps.
Oh,
They, like...
thank you.
Any,
I'm gonna...
yeah, no, you've got a point there.
Thank you.
I would just like to apologise to every listener and every viewer ever for us burping for the last 20-odd minutes.
I can't believe I'm so cold. Like, this sucks so much. Oh, and I just... Like, I've got to sit and clean this, and it's always so sticky.
Yeah.
Why didn't we get the sugar-free ones? Far out. I'd say they'd
Well,
work
you
better
didn't
too.
expect you would explode.
It's because I laughed while drinking it.
Yeah.
I love that you... See, if you had just held it until you were ready to...
No.
Bruh.
No, I don't think it would have. Like, I felt what it was doing inside, and it wasn't doing that. It wasn't preparing.
Coagulating.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to... I can feel how burps are going long before they happen. So I know when a good burp's happening. And I knew, like, the first forming of a burp when I was drinking that, I was like, this is just going to be a shitty little one. And every time I kept drinking, it's like that shitty little one was at the front. I was like, this is just going to be
Come on, join up.
crappy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like when you're trying to get bubbles to join, but they just sit next to each other, and you're, come on, guys, just become one big bubble.
But no, I could feel it wasn't doing that. So yeah, you definitely won that one. That was way cooler than the watch two people uncomfortably hold Sprite in their belly challenge. I mean, it can be funny, but
I just had a
I
lot.
saw one guy.
Yeah.
I think he was doing the Sprite challenge, and he's like, "What do we do the Sprite challenge?" And like he chugs it, and he's like, "Ooh," and turns around, like smacks his head on a shed door.
I just want to see someone like power spew.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Like,
You did that.
no,
You powered Sprited all over everything.
I did. Where is?
So
Did I get it on you?
if you want to watch
I'm so
Kevin's spit take, it is an epic spit take. You can see that on patreon.com/dadversedad to watch the whole video episode,
Yeah.
including the spit take.
Yep. You can also watch half of our content on facebook.com/dadversedad podcast.
Yeah, we put a lot of shorts up on there and on instagram.com/dadversedad podcast.
Yeah. Also, if you do jump across to our YouTube, chuck that subscribe button a like. We do love to see people there, and we do post a lot of shorts. And if you do want to watch some of what we're doing here, some of it is posted on YouTube. So, here on my
To
mic.
find the YouTube link, go to our Facebook page. It's on there. Because we don't have a normal, like, Dad vs. Dad link to Facebook to YouTube
I
yet.
gotta fix that. I don't know how it's doing, what it's doing. I have so much drips on this. And
Oh,
it's...
you have to have like 1,000 subscribers before you can have a normal name on YouTube.
Okay.
So
Feel free to hit that, if you want to find us easier, just follow us. That'll help us.
On everything.
On everything. We also post on TikTok, which is very rare, but there is content there, and you can find us on the TikTok. Just search for Dad vs. Dad.
I don't know. I've never been there.
Well,
is it just Dad vs. Dad, or
I think
is there a link?
Just search for
Dad
us.
vs. Dad podcast.
Just look for us.
We're not. We don't have SEO.
What's SEO?
Search engine optimization.
Well, I don't know. Look. Is that everything we needed to do?
Bye, Hungries.
We've been dads. That was fun being wholesome. Now let's get them out. Fuck, shit, cunt, fuck, doodle.
Two brothers. Don't shop at Handley's Hardware.
No, fuck Handley.
Or it could be your fault. Maybe you've ruined them somehow.
I'd say it's my fault.
Yeah, players don't.
Can you imagine trying to cut a wire with that quickly so you don't zap yourself and you're like...
Getting zapped by a wire isn't from cutting it too slowly.
You risk it more though.
It's from cutting a live wire.
Wouldn't really matter how fast. Although at least you got time for someone to stop you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just... And someone's like, what are you doing there, Belle?
It's still in.
What
It's
are you
plugged
doing?
in.
Hey, buddy, that's live. Stop cutting. Oh. Saved someone's life with those. Test with the same distance and the microphone in the spot. Everything looks as equal as it should. I think the black mic is making less noise. Nah, it's all pretty equal. For anyone asking, this is how you do a mic test. Official mic test. Look what's happening. It's all very good. And then all of a sudden I'm over here and then over here. Look, whoa, what a fantastic magical experience for everybody.
You're holding out on me.
I gave you everything else.
Sorry for eating all your kids' lunches.
These are my kids' lunches. They have exactly one box each day, and now one's going to be sad about it.
One box each every day.
Oh, of course they don't. Fuck.
No, you know what? I realise I have been really good this week because I've been fiending snacks for ages. Like, well, no, I've been hanging for them.
Mm.
I'm just dying to get snacks, and I haven't got them.
See, I'm the opposite. If I have snacks, I'm like, cool, I need more snacks. If I don't have snacks, it's like the sugar leaves my body and I go real zen about it.
I haven't needed chewy snacks. I've needed like chips or something.
Yeah, I had chips today.
Been having the odd toast instead.
Oh, you know what's really good? And that's what did it last weekend. After the weigh-in, I had chips. Have you had the double crunch ones?
Yeah.
Oh, how good are they?
They are exactly double crunchy as well.
They
They really quantified that perfectly.
Yeah. Someone's like, we need this. But that.
Yeah, I really like them.
Yeah. There's like a spicy roast chicken one. That's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then the barbecue ones. It's like regular barbecue, but they just throw in like double crunch, double flavor. That's gonna sound great. Oh, sounds yuck for me here.
Now this is a ASMR now.
Is that what we do?
That's what we do. We could do ASMR. Popular.
We kind of do. No, because we'd need to.
We don't.
We'd need to treat the room a bit better. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, how good would that be? ASMR. Hold on.
We just get like 50 cans.
You didn't shake mine, did you? Wait.
No, but walking down the stairs, I almost fell and died, stopping your cat getting through. I remember one time, it was because it really annoyed.
Hold on. Just making sure the mic pick. Going to the movies and you hear the people with popcorn and you get like a little bit annoyed about it. So much noise. People eating chips. Go in with prawn crackers. It's way better. Because they're... yeah, but they're also like... It's amazing crunch and then just this like... At the end. Like...
Yeah.
It's fun.
But, I mean, the reason they have popcorn is because it's not noisy. It's quite quiet.
That's the reason they have it.
Yeah.
It's not because it's the perfect movie snack.
No. Because chips are way too loud. Like, popcorn is the perfect movie snack purely because of its volume. Because it's like eating a chip.
You wouldn't eat like... No, because it's the rustle and everything. It's like...
Yeah, but it's not much. Like, if you were eating chips... That's why popcorn's perfect. And they put it in a box, so it's not a plastic thing they put it in. They put it in a box, so there's minimal rustling.
You know what I loved?
Right.
We went to the movies when I was keto, and Ellie brought in a snack box of cabanossi and salami and cheese. That was the best movie snack.
Keto snacks are the best.
I was so grateful for that.
Uh,
How long have we been filming for? 30 minutes. Far out. Let's get into it. Are you prepared?
Okay. But before we get started, are you going to do your bit?
My wholesome bit? Do you want me to be? I thought I was going to do that after the greeting.
No, it's going to be before the greeting. That was going to be the cold open.
Okay. You want me to...
Swap mics with me. Swap mics with me and make it look like you're doing me a big favour and being wholesome.
Should we leave this in?
No. Yes, but... No, we shouldn't. Maybe as like... Just as a short. Not in the episode at all. Or just at the end of the episode. After it.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, how do I start this? Because I can't just be like, hey, Jeremy.
Yeah. You'd be like that. You know what?
You know what, Jeremy?
See,
I've had this...
Repeat after me.
No. Because then I don't feel genuine. And then it's not genuine. Jeremy,
Yeah.
I've had this mic every episode, and because I failed to do the mic thing,
Yeah.
I'll trade mics this episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I've kind of grown fond of the holding. I really appreciate that. But, no, I kind of like holding it now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yep.
Whatever you need, pal.
Okay. Hit the song.
That was so dumb.
Hi, Hungries.
We're dads.